What's up, everybody? Before I start with the new batch of videos, I just wanted to address a question that a friend of mine had posed to me one time, and yeah, I just like to put it out there. So, said individual asked me, "Hey, man, why you doing YouTube videos? You know what I'm saying? You putting all your stuff out there for everybody to see and hear, and they're gonna steal your stuff, and and then you not gonna get gigs or whatever, and blah blah blah." And I'm just here to publicly say that's not the kind of individual I am. um, I don't believe that Christian musicians, especially, if you're secular and you don't believe in it, granted, some people do have morals that aren't Christians. Now, don't get me wrong, but especially for Christian musicians who are aspiring to have the character of Christ, I don't believe that it's conducive for Christ-like characteristics to try and be that person that learns things and holds them to themselves just to look better than other people. That's not what the Bible calls for us to do. If you look in the book of Acts, when the church was all on one accord, when individual A had something and individual B didn't have something, and individual B needed that something, individual A gave it to them, and that's how they all survived. That's how they made it through. They were ostracized from their families. They're cut off from society for the most part just for being Christians, but because they worked together, they were able to survive. And I believe that as musicians, just as followers of Christ, we can take it past the musician level, that we need to get back to trying to be like Christ. There's just too many of us that are trying to be selfish and outdo each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I've had people tell me, yeah, man, when we go up, you need to go and kill so the dude that's playing bass behind you don't even want to pick up his bass. That's the kind of mentality you need to have. And that's not what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to play my best because I want to honor God. And that's just what's in my heart. You know what I'm saying? I can't sing. I can't direct a choir, but I can do the little that I can with the bass or the piano or whatever I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, and just try and give them the best that I have. Now, if somebody thinks that if it sounds like I'm trying to make somebody else sound bad, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give them my best. I don't want to have that attitude where nobody wants to approach me, or no one can ask me for, anything, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's just like, hey, bro, can you take me to the corner store just to get some chips? You know what I'm saying? It don't even have to be music related. Just that kind of personality. That's what I'm striving for, and it's hard, but that's what I want. I know some big shot musicians, quote unquote, in the gospel scene, where I'm like, yeah, man, let's get together. Let's, just share it. You're not too far from me. I'm not too far from you on XYZ date. And then you get the typical, yeah, man, that's all right. Or one cat told me, man, yeah, man, I'm gonna open a music school in 2 months. So when that happens, I'm like, hey, bro, it don't even take all that. If you don't want to do it, then just say no. This whole trying to ostracize yourself. Now I can understand if we just didn't click, but this whole musician thing that we have going on now, where it's a dog eat dog world, and I tell you, here in Chicago, it can get rough. I mean, it's gangster in these gospel streets, straight up. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of cats that might be from Chicago probably looking like, man, who are you? Clearly, you don't know, but this is just my view. If you don't feel that way, then that's cool. But that's just the way that I found it to be. So anyway, I'm doing this, man, just because I found that there's a lot of instances where I struggled with some stuff for a long, long time, just trying to figure out the basics that I probably could have gotten 20 or 30 minutes, or maybe even a day or a week, versus months, if somebody just would have sat down and told me, you know what I'm saying? And to get back to that X mentality, if I know it and you don't know it, I want to share it with you. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of music for everybody to go out there and play. I'm a computer engineer full time, so I don't have to worry about gigs. YouTube has never gotten me one gig, and I don't really expect it to, but I do want to share the little that I have. Maybe somebody's aspiring to be a full-time musician and this stuff can help take them to the next level. Maybe not, but somebody out there can probably use it. I can use whatever somebody else has. You know what I'm saying? We just need to come together as a community and put this selfishness aside, and just get back to the basics of Christ-like characters. You know, not because you hang out with XYZ person or you went to said church for how many years and you know you just got put on by your cousin or whatever in the scene, so now everybody look up to you. Not that's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing well in the music side of things, praise God, man. You know, I wish you all the better. It's a blessing to have a job, especially in these days. But I'm just saying that us Christian musicians, especially, we need to put the foolishness aside and just get back to the place where we're helping each other give the best that we can give to God, not about what we can do against each other. So that's why I make these videos. Hopefully it helps somebody. There's probably a lot of people that it's not going to help. That's okay with me. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably never get a gig off of any of these videos. That's okay with me too. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can contribute and save somebody some of the headache that I got, that's cool. So for those of you that this is going to benefit, these videos will benefit or whatever, you know, just hit me up, ask questions. I might even ask you questions, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So do video replies. Some stuff I do, I don't even know how I did it. I go back, I watch a video, I'm like, what did I do? And I have to relearn how I did stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Everybody just share everything if you want to. You know what I'm saying? And let's grow together. That's what it's really all about, just getting better. I don't expect anything out of this except to grow. You know, I really hope that these videos will not only benefit somebody else, but they'll help me realize what my weak points are when I look back at them and say, man, I really need to work on this or I need to work on that. So that's why I do the videos. God bless you all. And if I do anything in the videos that might offend you or you just don't understand, leave a comment, let me know, and we'll work on it. All right? Catch y'all later.